We heard from Antoinette Cunningham of the AGSI saying it was insultingly wrong to portray the Gardaí like this. What do you say to that reaction from, Garda representatives around this image?
I understand Antoinette's reaction in terms of she's obviously something to do with the Gardaí and she doesn't want to see them in a negative light, and I get that. What I would say is the image in question that I've used, that I've photoshopped into the painting, is an actual image of Gardaí participating in a real eviction in North Dublin. So I'm not being disingenuous at all in using those Gardaí, masked Gardaí, in my image. Another thing I would say is that the Gardaí are present at the eviction, in the scene. They're standing beside the house, which, as far as I know, is something that Gardaí have to do if they're alerted to any potential breach of the peace. They have to arrive. Now, in my opinion, throwing a bunch of people out of their house might be a breach of the peace, but certainly they have to be there. So I don't think it's an unfair thing to include the Gardaí in the image at all. But it wasn't necessarily meant as a dig at, the Gardaí or Antoinette or anything. There's a whole bunch of other things going on in the image. And I think as well, if your emotional response to an image of an eviction is that you get upset about the fact that the Gardaí are in it, that might not be the correct emotional response to a bunch of people getting thrown out of their home. It's
difficult to hear Adam say he's not having a go at the Gardaí.
I think it's patently obvious that the print isn't a go at the Gardaí.
Yeah, sure. It's just your other portfolios of work just include putting a pig's face on a Garda attending an eviction. Was that not having a go at a Garda?
Don't remember doing that.
You don't remember doing that? You don't have control of your own social media account, do you not?
Don't know. Well, all my work is satire.
All right, so that's satire, is it? Putting a pig's face on a Garda.
Oh, do you know what that image is actually from? So those are story images from a social centre in Stoneybatter, right?
Great.
So they put them on their Instagram story. So none of those photos were edited by me. They were actually posted.
That's not your painting then?
No, that's my painting. Yeah. That's not what you asked me, though.
And of course,
you said, hang on. Let me just ask me a question. Let me finish my point. Yeah, let me finish my point, mate. I didn't make that picture. That was from a story, and that was taken from the Instagram stories of that social centre, which is a social centre in Stoneybatter, right?
Right, with your painting that you shared it.
Will you be quiet for a second? Let me finish if you ask me a question. The last, so when I was saying these are issued for charity, the last time they were issued for charity was to raise money.
Adam's other views on the Garda Síochána.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of talking here. You asked me something.
Okay.
Yeah. What about Adam's views about the Garda Síochána, that they aid bailiffs carrying out evictions, that they protect bailiffs, that the bailiffs are covered by the Gardaí? When he says, if God forbid a property developer doesn't get their way, they, on Garda Síochána, will be on it like a fly on shite.
Okay, do you want to?
So what's Adam's view there?
Do you want to answer?
Is that his respectful view of Garda Síochána?
Well, I guess my view on that would be that there's no way for the Gardaí to respond to an eviction, legal or illegal, other than turning up, standing up, and, as you say, supporting the bailiffs, standing around doing that.
But Fionnan, on this point here, I do think it is important just to say, we have Adam on talking about his artwork.
There's respect for Garda Síochána to uphold the law in a non-prejudicial basis.
But I want to say also that Adam is here as an artist who has pieces of art, who's put his work together, and surely he's entitled to do that as an artist.
He has politically motivated pieces of art.
Maybe then there's an issue with a politician retweeting that,
which is
maybe
also,
that's where the issue lies.
Of course, you also go to Northern Ireland and you get his view on the PSNI as well.
All right. Look, is it politically motivated, Adam? Do you want to answer that?
Well, I'd imagine everything everyone's saying on this panel is probably politically motivated in some way. We have two TDs here, so I don't know. My art is sorry, and you, George, I said two. But my art is political satire. I'm entitled to my own opinions, my own art. If you don't like them, that's your problem.